Okay, Virgo, I just wanted to reposition the camera a little bit. Okay, so for the month of May, what you are currently desiring, we have the Temperance card, which is really all about reflection, moderation, balance. So what I feel like you are desiring for the month of May, Virgo, is, because I think last month it was about conquest and self-mastery. So this month, you are kind of desiring to balance all of your energies out. You've probably been working very hard at self-mastery and, helping everybody else and, helping solve the world's problems. And this looks like it's a time to, as you can see, she's just stopping. She is breathing in deeply. She's meditating. She is clearing her mind. And, she's having a time of refreshment. I almost feel like you're going to enjoy the work of your hands a little bit this month, in the month of May. It's time for you to just sit back and just reflect on all the hard work that you've done and what you already have accomplished, and just kind of to balance out your energies. And if there's something that needs more moderation or more balance, you're gonna discover what that is. But as a whole, I feel like you're doing a very good job. This just shows me that you're going to take a little more time out, or you're desiring to, in the month of May. Maybe you're going to balance that with, spending more time with friends and family, or going on a trip or a vacation, or maybe you're just going to chill more and relax at home, go to a coffee shop or something like that. But I feel that there's going to be a little bit more pause and reflection for the month of May, after, all of your hard work, and as you're working on your self-mastery and, all of your skills. So really beautiful energy, a beautiful thing to desire as well. Okay, so what you value in yourself and what you're currently identifying with, and also value in others, we actually have the Hanged Man. And so this tells me that you respect and admire people that are willing to take a risk, that are willing to step out of their comfort zone, that are willing to try something different, take a step of faith. However, with that being said, this tells me that, either you're demonstrating this, or with others, you don't value when it's completely foolish, because there's still a sense of caution with the Hanged Man. There's still a sense of like, he's taken one step forward, but he's kind of hanging out right there just to get his bearings and to make sure this is what he wants to do. So I feel like you appreciate people that are definitely risk takers, but they're also cautious, and they're also smart, and they also feel out what they're going to do. They kind of think it through before taking that next plunge. This could also represent that you might be feeling a little uncertain yourself, that you have made a lot of changes, you have made a lot of progress, you have stepped out of your comfort zone and kind of gone in a different direction, but now you're feeling a little apprehensive, or a little uncertain as far as, should you continue? Is this really what you want to do? Is this the right step for you? So, and that's not for all Virgos. I mean, this is going to apply differently for Virgos. And it could just also, it kind of matches this energy right here, because the Hangman is kind of chilling out for a little bit. He's pausing. He's like, okay, is this, do I want to move forward? And that's kind of this energy right here, where it's about reflection and moderating, so that if there is something that's off balance, or if there is something that is a little out of sync or out of line, or not feeling exactly right, you haven't gone too far to where you can pull back the reins. So for the month of May, I feel like you're definitely going to be considering all different sides of issues. You're really going to be listening to your intuition. You're going to be a little more cautious. You might be a little more careful about the choices that you make, and maybe not rush into things. So you're valuing others as well, that are able to allow you to do that, and that do that themselves, that don't put a lot of pressure on you, and that respect your need to be cautious and to think things through. As far as what could be a distraction for the month of May, we have the 8 of Cups here. And the 8 of Cups is actually, okay, so what this tells me is that you have let go of something emotionally recently. probably something that was holding you back or something that wasn't serving you. I feel like you have finally let go, and it kind of makes sense why you're taking time now to pause and reflect, like, because you just severed something. You just made a choice or a decision. So with the Eight of Cups here, you're opening yourself up to new emotional options and opportunities that you have not had before. And so I feel that the warning is, you know, if you have cut yourself free from something that wasn't serving you, don't go back to it. You know, because there's new opportunities and there's new emotional options that are going to bring you greater fulfillment coming your way, and you don't want to miss those opportunities. So I know that you're probably feeling a little cautious about whatever you've chosen, or you know you've done the right thing, but you're like, you know, part of you wants to kind of go back or whatever, or if that's a temptation. This is just saying don't do that, because you know, you finally have made this choice. You have finally cut away something that emotionally was not fulfilling you or making you happy. And you're at the precipice of opening up a whole new, you know, a ton of new opportunities for you that are going to be better for you and going to make you happier as a person in all different areas of life. So the warning for the month of May is kind of not to backtrack, and to know that you made the right choice, whatever that was. And to know that you're going to have a lot of new opportunities emotionally coming your way. You know, so just take the time you need to pause and reflect so that you can tap into that and just know that you are on the right path now. As far as what action to take, we have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords actually represents a loss, humiliation, disappointment, something that just has not gone your way. And so what this is telling me is that, you know, when the chips are down, don't let that get you down. Okay. So if you have had something in the past, maybe it's connected to whatever emotionally you were feeling here and you finally let go of. This is reminding you that the best thing you can do is to turn that frown upside down, whatever, kind of cheesy, where you don't allow something that's happened either in the, you know, in the past. And I feel like there is something in the past, Virgo, because the 8 is about the past too. So, and letting go of something in the past emotionally. So there's been something that, you know, the temptation has been to weigh you down or get you down or, you know, keep you not moving ahead and not moving forward. And so the action to take is to act as if, you know, like, no, I'm not going to let that get me down. I'm going to reach for higher things. I'm going to be the best I can be. I'm going to continue my path, even though I've had some type of loss or humiliation or disappointment or something hasn't gone my way. I'm not going to let that get me down. Instead, I'm going to take the actions I need to take to manifest and be my best and highest self. And I feel like that's what God and the universe is encouraging you to do. So really beautiful energy, Virgo, because I'm so proud of you. I really feel that something that has not been serving you for quite a long time, and it was probably very hard to let go of. You've definitely taken that step, and I know you're cautious about it because whatever it was probably something that was very important to you. But you finally reached that place, and you're ready to just kind of rebalance yourself. So this is just a reminder, don't go back. Know that there's beautiful things on the horizon. Don't let those thoughts, you know, the negative thoughts, get you down. Just say, no, I'm going upward from here. I mean, maybe I had it down, but now we're going up. As far as the right attitude to have for yourself and others, we have the Magician, and it's also the number 1. So I feel like, Virgo, that you right now are in a place of leadership. You have done the work. You have really put forth that effort, because 1 is about beginnings. 1 is about newness, you know, creating leadership. And the Magician is obviously a very talented individual. So for me, this is telling me to have pride in yourself. You already have a ton of skills, Virgo. You already have a ton of skills. You're good at what you do. To me, this is showing that it's time to have that confidence and that knowledge that you know who you are. You know who you are going forward, and now is your time to start creating. So your attitude is going to be, this is who I am. I know I've got good stuff to offer the world, and I'm going to believe in myself and start creating beautiful things in my life. So this is the attitude to have with yourself and also with other people. So anyone that comes in your path in the month of May, I feel like you're definitely, you're still going to be balancing in this month. I feel like you're still going to kind of just be pausing and reflecting and just kind of like getting back, on a very grounded, centered place where you're calm and you're collected and you're cool. You're really going to think about the choices that you've made and decide whether, which direction you want to go in. You've obviously been recovering from some type of loss. You've let go of some type of really strong emotional attachment that was held onto for quite some time. So I feel like this is just, it's like you're clearing away all that stuff so that you can embrace the new. And you obviously have a lot to offer, because this attitude here of the magician is very skilled. The magician, and it's also about planning. It's also about strategizing. So this might be a month for you to start thinking, okay, now that I've cleared away this negativity, where am I going to go from here? Where am I going to channel this new emotional intensity or new emotional creative energy? What is that going to look like for me? So that's pretty exciting. That's very exciting. And who knows, maybe you'll collaborate with other people in the month of May. Maybe you'll start attracting new people or new businesses or new, situations in your life to start collaborating, to start creating new possibilities. Because as we look at this entire spread here, so just to recap, you're desiring balance and moderation right now. You are currently displaying the hangman, which is you're really kind of just feeling out what you've already done. You've taken a step forward, but you're still cautious about it. You're kind of creating new opportunities, but you're not sure exactly specifically the direction you're going yet, or you have started, but you're kind of cautious in it. You're just being reminded that in the month of May to not let those old emotional attachments pull you back down, that you made the right choice, whatever that was, and that new emotional opportunities are coming your way. So the warning is to just be aware of those thoughts coming back. The actions to take is anything that brought you down in the past, whether it be a person, a place, a thing, a situation, that you really... The best thing for you is just to put the past behind you. The past is the past. We have no control over the past. The point of power is in the present moment, and to let it go, to give it to God, and to move forward, to not let that get you down, to not even focus on that. And as far as the attitude is the attitude of the magician, knowing that you have mad skills and that you've been practicing your craft and that you have been figuring out your gifts and your skills and your abilities. And now it's about creating. Now it's about strategizing where you're going to go next, who you're going to share your gifts with. And the universe says that if you do these things in this month, the energy that's coming to you is the 6 of Wands, which is about reaping. That's pretty awesome. Oh, good job, Virgo. So you've cleared away a lot of this negativity. You've cleared a lot of this away. And so now you have a harvest coming to you, Virgo. You have a harvest coming to you. This guy, he's done the work. I mean, if you look at him, he's surrounded by wheat. He's surrounded. He's just out there cutting it down. And, this is a fire energy. So this shows me that you are going to produce tangible, real life manifestations of the dreams and the intentions that you've had. You've cleared away the negativity, you've cleared away, and you're continuing to. You've let a lot of that stuff go so that you're allowing the space for you to actually reap. For you, now's the time to reap. That's really exciting because, we're all in process, and some signs, are still sowing or still, progressing. I mean, it just depends because, then there's a whole new batch of intentions. We get to start all over. But whatever you have been working on, Virgo, this tells me that you are going to reap a harvest. It's pretty much guaranteed by this card. And you're going to learn if this harvest isn't exactly what you wanted, or it's, you're harvesting in some areas, but maybe you want to harvest more in another area, you're going to understand and learn and get insight into what to tweak for next time. But this just tells me that it's there. It's here, Virgo. It's definitely here. So I would say this month of the end of May, probably, and June, if you follow these energies and if you just like ask God to help you to continue to commit to, you know, your best self and plan, you're definitely going to reap a harvest. So congratulations. That's exciting. So anyway, also, I just want to let you know I am now offering personalized readings.